men's final is up next. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
I bet. We'll get the beers in. We'll be done in 10 minutes.
Can you see anything out there, mate?
And welcome back, Campo Mate. It is the business end of the RAN7s for 2017. 2 teams left standing. 1 will book 4 tickets. World Cup, Hong Kong Sevens, the Commonwealth Game and the Casco Games. It's a big prize and a big stage for these big players as Guyana takes on Jamaica. It's Guyana kicking off on the right of your screen, Jamaica on the left. And it'll be Jamaica with first use of the ball with Weber. He is the live wire, the spark plug that ignites this Jamaican side. Stepani, little gap right down the middle, shoots through. Guyana's defense scrambles up to the task first. No clear release though. Referee Hall from Canada has the whistle for this big occasion. Weber shifts play back to Stepani. Stepani looking for his runners, finds Bush. Bush takes a settler up towards the halfway line. Another penalty, 2 in a row here. The piggyback right out of their own end for Jamaica early on. Discipline from Guyana hurting them early here.
Great atmosphere here in the stadium. We've got Jamaica going left to right, Guyana going right to left, both in quite similar colours, so more solid green for Guyana, more yellow in the Jamaican strip.
A great kick for touch there from Jamaica. We'll take them up towards the 22 here with Guyana. 14 minutes of action separating these two sides, and what a big carrot it is dangling, Gavin. World Cup, Hong Kong, Commonwealth Games, Casco Games. Doesn't get any bigger than this when it comes to North American rugby.
No, for sure. Tier 3 rugby, this is the pinnacle. This is where they get to go showcase themselves next year, so they really want to win this. It's huge.
Yeah, Smith has the ball. Smith uses the fence. Smith around the outside. Is that going to be the opening try? We're waiting for the grounding. Referee Hall appears to have signalled held up initially. They confer. There's the opening try. Jamaica, they strike first, 5 points to 0. As Smith scoots around the outside for the opening score.
There was plenty of cover there. It was just bigger, stronger and faster.
Points of a premium in a final. Stepani will attempt this conversion from this right touchline.
It's a big kick.
Not the best looking kick, but the result is all that matters. 7 points on the board here. An early lead over Guyana for Jamaica.
Phenomenal kick. Very impressed. I wasn't expecting that to get there. So we're beginning to lose light. That's why the guys were as soon as the women's final was finished, these guys ran on and got started because we're going to lose light pretty soon. So
now Weber with the restart. Possession critical in these finals. Weber goes high, looking for Fessel. Adams spills it forward. Playing inside. The player who touched it first. Now they go on a run. Bush, charging run, right up the middle into the 22. Another penalty. That's the 4th of the game going to Jamaica. Guyana, the odds stacked against them early on here.
they're playing quick again.
Smith scored the first try, Smith. Well contained there from Guyana. Another penalty, and there's timeout. You have to think that referee Hall, he's had enough. And Butts gets a yellow card. Now Guyana down to 6 here defending their line.
And he's crashed over.
It looks like Bush. Roy Smith with the short ball to Bush. Those two have linked well all day. There's the second try. And it really was a matter of when, not if, for Jamaica with the player advantage.
And I'm interested to know what's going on in that ruck. Why are the Guyana guys in the wrong place at the wrong time? They're not rolling away quickly enough. They're not getting to their feet. They get caught 5 times and we've only been playing a couple of minutes.
Stabani on point again. The radar well tuned here early on. 14 points to 0. Jamaica.
Jamaica look up for this, don't they? Guyana's still in first gear. Haven't really had any control of the ball.
Well, the retirement of Usain Bolt, Jamaica need a new favourite to cheer for. Commonwealth Games next year, they could get behind their Rugby Sevens program.
Well contained again from Jamaica.
It's the big man in Adams. Schroeder finds Cummings. Cummings to Hamilton now, shifts it across, looking for the speed out wide. Remember, they are down to 6. Lespierre with the fend on one. Lespierre back inside. Lespierre. This is going to be one of the tries of the tournament. Brilliant stuff from Guyana under the post. But Lespierre, what a superstar.
It was that fend at about the halfway line. He'd done most of the work in the beginning, but that fend really put them a good half step behind, and then he just had to step inside the fullback. Phenomenal try. That one for the highlight reel. He'll be telling his grandkids about it.
Big kick coming up here. Still time on the clock in this first half. Flags go up. 14 points to 7.
All right, we've got a game on.
We certainly do. As we take a look at the replay, here it is. Cuts in. The evasion at the end here to stay away from the defence. Uses that right hand to perfection under the post. Big play, big moment for Lespierre. Cummings with the restart.
He's got good height on that kick.
Fessel can't handle. Down to Guyana. Everything coming up for Guyana here. Staglin goes forward. Now just tackled short of the line. The penalty count starting to even up here. There's Guyana on the front foot.
He didn't get in the right spot. Referee wants him to come back.
Staglin, he finds the right spot. Butts to his left. Schroeder to his right. Finds Adams. Big man crashes forward. Another penalty. Could be the equaliser here. There it is. There's the yellow against Jamaica. It's the big man. Looks like in Fessel. No. Fessel stays on. I'll get you a number in a minute.
Well, 1.
That's Roy Smith, number 1. Guyana crashing to the line. There's the try and possibly the equaliser here. Well, what a game of shifts we've seen thus far, Gavin. Momentum switching from side to side. 14 quick for Jamaica. Now Guyana hit 14 right back.
This game just literally split down the middle in the first half. You've got 3.5 minutes of all Jamaica and now 3.5 minutes of all Guyana. Spectacular stuff. Silly errors from both teams as they've got them back to 0, 14 apiece if he gets this kick.
No mistake from Cummings. All tied up. At the halftime break, 14 points apiece, everything you would ask for a final, especially considering not only the silverware on the line, but the tournament carrot dangling there. World Cups, Hong Kong, probably still the premier stop on the 7th Circuit, Hong Kong.
I'd say so. I'm sure they're going to enjoy that trip, whoever wins this. It's been a great atmosphere here this weekend, and this is the final. The Mexican women just won their final right before this, so the crowd went absolutely nuts for that, and they're all sticking around to watch this final. Mexico men's team ended up 3rd place. They played just before the women's final, and the Mexicans want to get a piece of this as well to watch Guyana, Jamaica.
There we see in the huddle of Guyana. Looks shell-shock out of the gates. Gave away 5 penalties in concession to start the game. Jamaica 2 tries. Then they got their hands on their ball. First, it was the flyer, Lespierre. He's been one of the stars of this weekend. The second, just insurmountable pressure as they crashed over after a few penalties of their own. Leaves us at a tied ball game, 14-14. It'll be Jamaica to kick off for the second half. The last words in the huddle there of Guyana. 7 minutes separate them from potentially some of the rugby of a lifetime for those young men. Jamaica will still be down to 6 here to start this second half. Won't be long though. Can Guyana capitalise?
Guyana are going to want to get that ball and make use of the this minute that they've got with a man extra.
There's the whistle. 7 minutes to crown a champion. Stepani's kick. Adams strong in the air. Good defense comes in there from Bingham though. Now Cummings looking to stretch the defense here of Jamaica, who's already down one player. But let's pair that one a touch high.
Uh-oh.
Just a penalty. They'll go quickly. Butts drifting across field.
Got some space out here.
Staglin, big space, Gavin. Big numbers too. Adams, the big man, one-on-one. Tramples over the first. Now Staglin, held up by Fessel. Another penalty. Staglin, quickly. They've got numbers to the left. They've got space too. Staglin, he finds the only defenders on the field who are onside. Schroeder, Butts steps. Needs to get the pass away. Hamilton. Great pass, Cummings. Here's the chance they're looking for. It'll be Cummings. He'll bring it around next to the post. The first try goes to Guyana, and they take the lead here for the first time this afternoon.
Jamaica just got too many guys sucked in the defence over here on this side, and there was a lot of space on the other side. The middle lad there, the tall guy with the beard, didn't catch his name, but he was phenomenal in that tackle, but it just wasn't enough. He didn't have any cover on the outside. He only had one guy left, and Guyana's taken advantage. Things have turned around quick for Jamaica.
Conversion unsuccessful. 19-14 now. Guyana, they take the lead for the first time in this match. Here's the end of this. Cummings, no one in front of him. Enough speed to get around the cover of Stepani, and he dots it down. I tell you, that misconversion could come back to haunt them, and that's credit to Stepani. They're keeping him honest out towards the sideline. There's Jamaica. Back to a full contingent of 7. Cummings that kick, not going 10. And now Jamaica get the ball back here at halfway. Is this their opportunity? 5 minutes left on the clock. Roy Smith with the tap. Finds Weber. Butt shoots out of the line. Now Stepani with the ball. Stepani comes out wide. Bingham dancing. Beautiful moves, making Ricky Martin look like he's got concrete shoes on. Jamaica, there's the penalty. And this is what happened in the first half, the continual penalties. Guyana offside there. Stepani, he goes wide. Roy Smith.
Phenomenal tackle, try saving, that was on.
And a penalty to boot for not releasing. What was that? Out in the wing there. Was it Cummings with the headgear on? A long way. That's Cummings with the ball. It might have been the winger from Guyana and Hamilton out there. Great tackle though. Real try saver and the turnover. And now the line out here for Guyana.
If the attacker guy, if they'd have had an extra half a second, they'd have gotten it out to the wing and it was game over. And I think he recognised that, and that's why he shot out the line and did the damage.
And some wholesale changes coming in here for both sides as they look to close this game out. Cummings.
Guyana got the line out, just.
Good catch there by Staglin. Now they come wide. Looping run around. Adonis takes contact. Deemed high though. Good field position here to kick. They're going to tap and go quickly though. They come down the blind side. Now there's some space. It goes to the King. All hail the King. He's going to get to the corner. Is he? Oh, what a try saver. Jamaica at the death comes through. I thought King was home for your T-money.
Knocked him into next week to get him out at the sideline.
What a final we are witnessing here, folks. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Here comes the throw. Over the back. Fessel can't handle. That goes backwards though. The Barbarian. Osborne. Now they go wide again. On the outside, Jamaica's turn to attack here. Back to the middle. Fessel, the big man. Look at the big man stride out now. That's some tall timber moving down the middle of the field. He's going to go under the post. That'll tie things up with the conversion to come. And Jamaica, this end-to-end stuff continues here in this final.
That's a big unit to be moving at that speed. Just found the space. I thought we were going to get around the outside, but they came back in the ways. A little bit of patience goes a long way.
Now the pressure on Roy Smith. No mistake with the conversion, 21-19. Jamaica in the lead.
And it has come back to Alton Guyana now. They missed that kick earlier.
Yeah, look at the size of Fessel. These muscles have muscles. He's so big. Now critical here for Guyana to secure possession. High contestable restart over the heads of Cummings. Ball sits up. Cummings does well to tap it back. Oh, that could have been a late shot there on one of the Guyana players. Staglin goes upfield though. Links up. Mayers. Now there's space. Can they hit back? King looming up on the outside. The switch to King to perfection. I called it before. Now you can drop to the knee. Is King going to get there? He is. All hail Pat King, the king of Guyana.
What's the bloody rush, young'un? He's got some wheels on him. Great work down this side, just to turn it inside. Everyone's presuming they're going to keep going wide. Little step inside, that's where the space was. There was no covering tackle.
Conversion unsuccessful. 24-21. Guyana retake the lead. And we are into injury time here, folks. There will be a kickoff. Can Jamaica secure possession as we look at the inside line there? Great switch read from King. He tries to improve the position here. It was not useful in the end. That kick bounces and then goes over. Is that enough? Referee Hall looks at his watch. There is time for the line out, he says. Here it is. Jamaica fans, heart in the mouth stuff here as we finish this final. 24-21, three-point game. Guyana secure, but Jamaica come through. Penalty. No silly penalties. That's just going to give them a chance here. Weber goes upfield. Big numbers to the left here for Jamaica. Osborne. Osborne with the fan. Osborne!
Oh my lord!
There's the match winner. Jamaica's going to book their ticket through, and it's Osborne, affectionately known as the Barbarian, who gets the winner for Jamaica. And heartbreak for Guyana. They are strewn over the field here. It really came down to who had possession last, Gavin, and it was Jamaica.
I've never seen a game so end-to-end in my life.
Conversion is successful. And Jamaica, they have booked their ticket to the World Cup in San Francisco next year, Hong Kong, and the Commonwealth Games on the Gold Coast in Australia. And they celebrate appropriately. As you see the bodies of Guyana, they are thinking, what if? As they take it right to the end. But there it was. Osborne, the big don't argue on Adonis. And he has enough gas to bring it around. And that was the match winner, right under the post. What a finish, Gavin. Mick Levy.
I've never seen anything like it, mate. End-to-end stuff. First we thought Jamaica had stolen it, then we thought Guyana had stolen it. Now at the end, it turns out the clock had already run out a while ago. They were inside their own half. They stole a line out. Guyana must be absolutely devastated.
Emotional scenes there. You can see the Jamaican players, tears in their eyes. Such a huge victory for them.
The Guyana boys don't even want to get off the floor.
And Gavin, a tremendous weekend of rugby we've had here. We saw the Mexican women's side, they booked their ticket through to Hong Kong, through to the World Cup in San Francisco next year, through to the Casco Games, and now we've seen Jamaica. They probably came in as favourites along with Guyana, who won last year, but they lived up. It's always a heavy tag to hold, isn't it? The favourite tags going in, you've got to perform.
I mean, if I ever have a choice, I'd prefer to be the underdog, you know what I mean? But yeah, both Mexico women's team and the Jamaican men's team been phenomenal. I feel bad for Trinidad, the Trinidad women's team. They played really well the whole competition. For them to lose out, and then here Guyana, honestly, it was a coin toss for me who would win this game, and I said that to someone prior to the game, and it turned out to be literally a coin toss. It was one stolen line out made the difference. But phenomenal weekend of rugby, an incredible amount of talent in this region of the world for world rugby, and we just want to hope that it keeps growing, and more countries like Mexico hosting us that are growing the game. And I know Guyana, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago doing great things with youth. And if we can see that keep coming through, we're going to get more and more entertaining rugby, and the level of rugby starting to level off in this area. It's kind of, everyone's getting to that point where it's getting really tight. So you see games like this regularly. The women's game was just 7 points to 0, and now this one 28-24. So it doesn't get much tighter than this really. And we're talking about a game that finished at least 30 seconds, maybe a minute after the scheduled time, where the guy's skill is increasing so much in this area. It's getting phenomenal. I'm really impressed. I've had a great weekend, and it's been a pleasure working with you. Hopefully we'll work together again soon. And I think dinner's on you tonight. Silence.
We'll stick around. We're going to take a look at the trophy presentation here as we see the Jamaican players celebrating. If you've stuck around all day and watched everything, we're not going to take it away just yet.
Applause for the winners!
There are your 2017 Rugby America's North champions, Jamaica. They are qualified for the World Cup in 2018 in San Francisco. Celebrations will go through the night, all through Jamaica. For Gavin McLevy, Katie Worst and the entire crew here at Rugby America's North, I'm Dan Power saying good night and goodbye from Mexico City.
Vamos tardísimo.
¿A dónde, joven?
Vamos a